Okay. So, the first event of E3 was EA. This video is essentially just going to be us kind of like complaining about E3 and talking about the good shit, the couple highlights and the lots of lowlights.
A couple good highlights.
So anyway, EA's conference. Essentially what was shown off was Star Wars Battlefront 2.
They had a bunch of sports games.
And nothing else.
Well, they had their indie titles too.
Battlefront 2 looks like pretty much the same game
Battlefront
as Battlefront
2, here's the thing about Battlefront. Like, I hope it's good. I hope they add a story. I hope they refine the combat. Then it might be a passable game. Like, I'm not going to buy the shit till it's like $20. Don't get me wrong. But I think it could be a halfway passable game. But what they showed us was essentially the same crap reskinned to look like clones.
Yep,
That's
pretty
what
much.
I've seen.
That's pretty much all I have to say about EA, really. I mean,
well,
most of EA's conference
that's the only game I actually halfway had an interest in buying.
Yeah, it's mostly
They
EA's
had that
conference.
Kane and Lynch clone, which kind of caught my interest too. I think it's the game.
Yeah,
I don't think it'll be good. I probably won't buy it in the long run.
The only other thing was the cringy Battlefield DLC.
What was the
Black
cringiest
Woman's
moment?
Russian
What
army.
was your cringiest moment, dude?
The Black Woman's Russian Death Squad DLC. And
Oh, when I heard that, I'm like, is that real? Look that shit up right now.
Like a
'cause I'm
World
dead serious
War I.
wondering if that's real.
I don't even know.
We can even cut this shit a little bit. But look that crap up, because I cannot imagine that the fucking Russian women death squad, that just does not make sense to me. Or World War I, kind of, and not even saying anything.
But
yeah,
whatever.
Personal opinion. But
Let's move
still.
on from EA, honestly. Microsoft, actually,
Microsoft, dude, there was one
fairly
highlight to this.
fairly solid.
Two games I really liked in this conference, actually.
Fairly solid press conference.
It was alright, but it didn't show much.
They showed off the Rare Pirate
Nothing
game,
really showed
which
much,
is
but the
called
Pirate-
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves looks 100% dope. I do want
Last
to talk
year,
about this for a minute.
I doubted Sea of Thieves so much because the first trailer they showed off last year made the game look like garbage. This year, it's looking pretty solid.
Dude, the trailer looks super
The
sweet.
ship
That
combat
fucking
looks
water,
fun. The
ship combat.
fucking
Dude, if they could kind of make it
exploring
like sort of like
action,
a pirate
it's like-
simulator where you're fucking flying around the seas. Honestly, it kind of
Maybe-
reminded me of like those like a very like stylistic but like a really cool way, like
it makes
kind
me
of like a
nervous.
Chinese or a Japanese style art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You feel me? How the
It
water
makes
is like
me-
really like white and highlighted.
it makes me
It was
nervous
awesome.
because I'm afraid that it's gonna have like a lot of procedural generation bullshit.
Yeah, I'm
but
scared it's gonna have the No Man's Sky
this
syndrome.
was a really solid trailer, and it really convinced me that this might be something special.
This might be the
like,
first
the
special rare
comeback,
game.
really.
Years.
Other
And honestly, if
highlights.
this game works well, because I kind of want to buy it, even if it's kind of a shitty game, just because like, if it gets enough sales, I just want to support Rare to the point where
there
if
was
they get enough sales, maybe they'll be like, oh, Rare can kind of do like a
There
game
was-
that's not like hyper realistic.
there was
you know?
Dragon Ball Fighter Z, which looks super
Imagine
solid.
it.
It's the first 2D Dragon Ball
That
fighting
Dragon Ball,
game in
and it
ages.
looks good. It kind of
It
looks
looks
like it's
super
almost
fun.
like, I like how that style almost looks like kind of an anime style.
Yeah, it's a super. It's a super
it-
solid looking.
It
game.
might even be hand drawn with like the
It's
fucking
not.
sprites put in. You don't
It's
think so?
3D, but they use a shader to make it look hand drawn.
That,
noticed
it
right
looks
away.
really
It
good.
looks
though.
very good. Though.
Yeah, you know
And,
what? I'm thinking about it. The frame rate.
The other one,
good.
you know, Ori and the Blind Forest, pretty decent game. So Ori 2 will probably be good, even though they didn't actually show gameplay of it. I'm just, you know, it's a clone of the first game with a new map. Really, it's a Metroid style exploring game. All they have to do is reinvent the map and a couple new powers. I'm sure Ori 2 will be fine.
Cuphead finally got a release.
Cuphead has a release date. That's
which is
gonna be
awesome.
solid.
That's September, I believe.
September
Cuphead
19th.
was literally probably my most hyped Xbox game over time because I literally like at first it was just in that montage in what 2013 or 2012. It was like 5 or so years ago, and it was just in that little montage, and I like fucking pointed that game out. I'm like, that game is gonna be dope. That's like Looney Tunes animation. I love that shit.
The real shocker of Microsoft's conference was
No Halo 6.
no Halo spin-off, Like,
Yeah.
there wasn't even Halo Wars.
There wasn't even a Gears of War.
There was no Gears of War. Those were the two
And
surprises.
Halo didn't, I would be like, whatever. And if Halo happened, Gears didn't happen, I'd get it. But I just felt like this year
without
was a
them.
Halo 6 year.
But honestly,
at least like a review
you know what?
trailer.
You know what
where
the
they
best
did, like,
surprise of
2018.
Microsoft was? I don't care about the Xbox One X at all.
No,
But the fact that they're bringing original Xbox games,
that's sick.
Microsoft. I know that you,
Dude,
Microsoft
showed us. I mean,
Microsoft
it's probably
scours.
pre-rendered.
No, it's not, because what they do, Microsoft, they talked about it a little bit, I read about
They kinda
it.
just, like,
They have a built-in upscaler for their Xbox emulator on the Xbox One that basically forces things into being
higher definition.
oh,
So it just shows it clearer, for example. Like it's
Yeah,
able to
so-
run it, it's more powerful, so it can able to run
Yeah, it
the
has, like-
slides more like
well,
a-
it has an automatic smoothing filter, so like any sharp edges are automatically smoothed out by the filter, which is gonna make things look a lot better.
If Battlefront 2 for Xbox can be played
I don't
on
think
Xbox One, the problem is, are these gonna all be download titles, or are they gonna try and somehow? Because
I don't know.
they
I don't
made
know.
Xbox 360 discs compatible when
I
they
can
weren't
see that
initially.
being compatible.
If somehow they built it, the technology, so
But
that the mod
that-
could do that.
Best surprise of Xbox E3.
I
by
would
far.
literally just send $100 bill in the fucking mail to Xbox if they could make Battlefront fucking 2
anyway.
cross-compatible. 4-player
Anything-
Xbox One controller Battlefront 2. Can you even think about how fucking nice that would be? Oh my god, that'd be so
So,
sweet.
anything you want to shit on
That'd be
Microsoft
sick.
for? I think Microsoft did a really solid job this
They
year.
did a solid
There
job.
wasn't anything too bad, and they showed off a lot of
Xbox-
stuff that I was actually like,
As
super.
long as I've been watching E3 and keeping up with it pretty solidly, which has been for like the last 6 or so years, as long as I've been watching E3 hardcore, I don't think Microsoft's had this good of a conference where it just kind of like this didn't like break any ground really
So,
with their
I mean,
games. It just didn't show cringy shit. Is what I'm trying to say.
But next up was Bethesda.
Skippable. The only thing I
We kind of skimmed through Bethesda.
Wolfenstein looks really good.
Wolfenstein 2 looks super cool. Other than that, you got a bunch of
DLC
it's
basically.
Fallout DLC, Skyrim on
Switch,
Switch.
yeah.
Who cares? VR stuff.
And Zelda, you can
Um,
play as like 60-year-old man Link on Skyrim now, where he looks like my fucking granddad with long hair and
Bethesda's
blue.
conference was pretty much shit, although I'm not gonna lie, Wolfenstein 2 looks pretty good, and I'll probably pick it up when it's cheap.
Wolfenstein 2 looks pretty cool.
PC gaming is another one we skimmed. Do you even have anything to say about that? Don't, because PC
I
gaming
didn't even
was
play
all
that many. It was just kind of an
titles.
indie spotlight for PC
It wasn't
games.
Spotlight. Warhammer, Total War Warhammer 2 probably be pretty cool. That's the
I don't know
only
if
title I
I've
can
played
even
it,
think
no.
of. So Ubisoft, I actually have some stuff to say about Ubisoft.
Oh.
You know what the thing about Ubisoft was?
Rabbids Nintendo is
Outside of-
cringy.
Outside of the Just Dance dance number, Ubisoft really dialed back on the cringe, and I'm
They
glad.
finally
I'm glad
said
you
this
guys
cringe.
did.
I
But,
think for a while they were trying to like embrace the cringe for the last couple of years, and they're like, okay, it's still not working, so let's stop.
you know, there was most of their titles. Assassin's Creed Origins looks like crap.
Yeah.
The Mario Rabbids game is the big thing, and
Mario Rabbids looks.
man,
I
honestly,
don't even know.
I
I'm
like-
really torn on it.
I'm torn on it because I hate the Rabbids. I think the Rabbids are cringy. I love Mario, and I like XCOM. I like the XCOM gameplay,
It's not
but
that
I
bad.
don't think it fits because it's Mario and Peach and Yoshi and Luigi
The thing about
shooting guns. Like, for every good idea this game has, it has also a bad idea, and it's gonna be like
Yeah.
the thing that makes the balance is if. Like, the thing that's gonna toss the balance, because there's cringy shit, it's rabbits everywhere, rabbits suck, but then it's balanced out with the Mario. The only thing that can tip this game to either good or bad is the level design, because if
Yeah.
you have solid XCOM style
Well,
levels...
I don't know if I want to see Mario in an XCOM game. It's kind of
I
like
don't
Shadow
either.
with a gun. Like, on paper, you're like, I guess maybe that'll work, and then you look at it.
Here's the thing.
2020 is going to be hindsight. This is either going to be like Shadow the Hedgehog right now, or this is going to completely surprise us, dude.
Yeah, but here's
And
the
I
thing.
feel like it's going to fall in the Shadow the Hedgehog.
Mario has never really stuck to one genre. Think about fucking
No.
Mario and Luigi.
But
When
as
Mario
a strategy
when-
shooter,
When Super Mario RPG came out,
as a strategy shooter.
Mario was primarily a fucking platformer, and then everyone's like, Square Enix is making a game, and it's a Final Fantasy ripoff.
Okay.
What the fuck is this shit, you know? I'm not gonna completely count this game out.
Mario
the thing that
has a
worries
super laser gun that he shoots rabbits with. It is
Yes,
rabbits,
no,
and
I
it is
get it.
guns.
That's what I was gonna say. The thing that worries me is Ubisoft.
The thing is, like, RPG
Also,
not only set it in the Mario world,
can I say
it
one
kind
more
of made
thing?
its own section of the Mario
Can I
world.
say
If
one,
I could say
one
something.
more thing about Ubisoft? Okay, just finish your thing and I'll.
But I'm just saying, like, that my big thing about it is, like, RPG worked in the Mario world, and it expanded into its own little area of the Mario world. This is combining the Rabbids, which is a shitty franchise that should have been left on the Wii, and had, like, what, one game on the Wii U that flopped? And they're mixing it with Mario, the biggest Nintendo franchise, and then they're like, how do we bring these two characters together? Through XCOM. It's like Mario in the Olympics. I feel like it's just gonna be forgettable crap like those fucking Mario Olympics games. That's what I'm honestly guessing, and I think maybe this will even be kind of held, like, you know, the Mario Olympic games are just kind of boring, where I think this might be kind of, not like Shadow the Hedgehog tier, but I think it might be in like that category of games where it's like, the game where people look back and they're like, Mario definitely should not have had a game where it was XCOM,
It's
the
gonna be-
Raving Rabbids from
It's gonna be a
Rayman.
black sheep.
Fuck that shit.
No, good or bad, it's gonna be a black sheep. But if it's good, I don't know. The other thing, Ubisoft.
If it's the right characters, maybe it would work as like a different series,
Ubisoft.
but Mario and Rabbids,
Ubisoft.
why?
If
Why
you're
waste Mario
Ubisoft,
Rabbids?
if you're listening,
They're not, but whatever.
you've had great success with 2 Rayman games. Stop ignoring Rayman. Stop doing Rabbids. Bring back Rayman, please. Thank you. This is for not having anything Rayman. Anything.
Yeah, what if Rayman and Mario,
Much
and I
better
know
game
they
version.
don't
Much
want
better
a
game
fucking,
version.
I know they don't
They hate
want a
Rayman.
platformer, and
They don't want
want a
Rayman.
new Rayman game, but if they did like a sort of like action-adventure game with Rayman and Mario, even if it wasn't a platformer, what if they made like a 3D platformer or something, like almost like fucking, I don't know, not like Crash, but like sort of like a linear 3D platformer where you had to use Mario and Rayman would like lift up Mario and be able to fly longer distances across like caverns or something, and maybe Mario was like more agile and was able to like jump around more. I don't know, just an idea, but it's like you could now team up and still make a pretty good platformer that's different enough from the main series, but still decent. My problem is I don't understand why why the Rabbids and Mario have to team up to be this XCOM game that's completely different. Why does this game have to lean on these franchises? Like, this could just be an XCOM clone and just let it flop like it was, but somehow they got the licensing to do Mario and fucking Rabbids.
Next step was Sony. Fucking stupid. And Sony had a very small amount of things to show.
Sony, the one thing I want to point out for Sony, Spider-Man, man. I really want Spider-Man to be good.
Spider-Man looks decent, and I
Spider-Man
want to
looks
see
pretty
more.
cool.
But what we got from Spider-Man so far,
Insomniac's a decent studio.
Insomniac is good, but I kind of got nervous seeing it because it looked like a lot of.
It looked like
it took you it looked like it took the action away from you a lot too. A lot of quick time events and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Sony's other handful of things essentially they had the really cringy VR Final Fantasy fishing game.
The VR,
which was
God, when
just
I
like
saw that, I was
the worst
that
idea.
almost as retarded as the Dark Universe.
You know, Spider-Man looks decent. I want to see more. There's another Shadow of the Colossus. This is actually a ground-up remake of Shadow of the Colossus. The PS3 one was just a remaster.
Really?
I still don't think it's necessary.
I thought
Because Shadow of the Colossus in PS2 is still a very good-looking game.
But what
It's
if they
a
added
game
like
that plays really good?
what they could do
But-
is they could do like the original Colossus and maybe add like 4 or
Here's the
5
thing, though.
Colossus and just add
The
to
original
game.
version of Shadow of the Colossus
know.
before retail
Give us
had
something.
64 Colossus. The final
That will
game
be so
the
big
final
on the
game
PS4.
the final game has 16, but there are 4 colossi in the original game that are half programmed. And I'm not saying you have to do 64 because that's ridiculous.
Well,
But if
they
you
should.
finish some of the ones that are already kind of done, like the spider and the monkey, you know, I would be a lot more incentivized to buy a game that
That's what I'm saying.
included
Just add
cut
new maps
content.
and shit. They shouldn't make DLC for this game. I'd be scared that they'd sell you the PS2 game and then say, oh, there's all these new Colossi too. But they're for a price. You know what I'm saying?
And then God of War
looks terrible. I don't even want to say
It's such a terrible idea.
Why would you combine The Last of Us and God of War? Why couldn't that just be a new franchise?
I
feel like it only has the God of War name for absolutely no fucking reason.
The combat of The Witcher without like the... It's like
but it's
they
really
took,
slow
They
pace.
took the combat of The
like
Witcher, but The Witcher was like really skill based because it was all about like setting yourself up with spells beforehand.
This is like The Last of Us
is
with The Witcher.
This is The
It's
Witcher.
story.
The Witcher's gameplay boiled down to its simplest aspects, mixed with like The Last of Us, where you're with a kid and you walk slowly behind him and you teach him to shoot a bow.
Yeah.
And it's like a really, really, really crappy idea, and it looks like garbage. And Sony did not have a lot to show off this year.
No, they didn't.
And as excited as I am to see more Spider-Man, and hopefully maybe something will come out of Shadow of the Colossus that I like.
The Shadow of the Colossus thing, I honestly hope that could be cool
for me.
That is either going to be really
I will probably get it at some point.
It's either going to be super unnecessary or super cool. That's all I'm going to say. Is I feel like if they add some bonus maps, and I feel like even if they do add bonus maps, it'll be like maybe like 6 bonus Colossi, and then it's just going to be like DLC. Basically, like 12 DLC Colossi or some shit where they're like, ooh, don't you like those 6 new Colossi? Well, here's another 12. All you gotta do is pay $15 a piece or something. But yeah, that's the Sony conference. What was next again? Was that fucking,
There's only one more
was that
left, buddy.
Nintendo?
Nintendo.
I didn't know if we went through all of them. I can't even think right now. Honestly, Nintendo, I liked the Nintendo conference this year. My biggest problem is I just wanted a little bit more. You know, even if they showed, like, okay, first off, let's start with Metroid Prime 4. When they showed you Metroid Prime 4, I saw that shit and I'm like, sweet, show us just a little taste of gameplay and then nothing. And I was like, really? Thanks for announcing it. I appreciate that you're working on it.
If we talk about just the conference
tomorrow.
Just the conference. They've been announcing stuff at Treehouse, which is stupid.
Yeah.
The Mario Superstar Saga remake that was announced at Treehouse.
It's a stupid idea.
It ruins the art style, and I do not like it. But I like the additions where it's like you play as Bowser and Bowser's minions. I think that's like a fun idea.
I'm starting to get tired of remakes where it's like, oh, it's a remake, but like I could literally fucking buy Superstar Saga for $10 at GameStop. No, I'm saying in theory, if the viewer out there has not seen, doesn't know that game, they could buy it for $10. Why would they pay $40 to get the uglier version?
I can't believe
I
can't believe they announced Metroid Prime 4 and showed literally nothing except the title card.
And
then they announced a 3DS Metroid game, like at Treehouse, that's actually like an almost complete game. And I'm super excited for the 3DS Metroid. I think it looks super good.
Is it a remake of Metroid 2 though? You don't think so?
No, I looked into it. I don't think it is. But you know,
it kind of looks like it's in that vein though. It looks like it's almost like
Metroid.
It's doing like what Link to the Past did for the Zelda series, except Super Metroid. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like a Super Metroid type.
I'm glad that they're making a 2D Metroid.
I'm not saying like the same thing.
This is the first 2D Metroid since
Game Boy
Fusion in 2004. I think it's been. I
think that's what it is. Maybe
because Fusion.
Oh
wait. I'm trying to remember. There was Fusion and Zero Mission, and I can't remember which came out first.
I think Fusion
was 2004, and I think Zero Mission was 2005.
Are you
sure? So I think Zero Mission.
I feel like Fusion.
Yeah, because Fusion connects with Metroid Prime, and Metroid Prime was almost a launch title for GameCube.
Yeah, no, because
I think Fusion had to be first.
Metroid Prime was the second game we got for GameCube, and we had to have gotten the GameCube in like 2003.
But anyway,
so yeah,
I'm excited for Prime 4. I'm excited for Prime 4, even though it's like obviously super far off. Mario Odyssey looks fantastic, and
I'm not even calling it fantastic yet. I'm kind of scared, sort of. It looks like it plays fun. I'm just scared it's gonna be kind of like boring and not really in the right universe. Like Sonic 06, I'm not calling it like Sonic 06 gameplay wise, but Sonic 06 was like, even if Sonic 06 played just as well as Sonic Adventure 2, let's say in theory it played that well, the problem with Sonic 06 is it's like, why do we have like these fucking human characters? why does this not have anything to do with the Sonic world at all? And I'm scared that they're gonna go too much with that, especially in like New York world. Like they did show us these kind of side universes, but do I really want to see?
Well,
like,
New York is the hub.
they look like some straight up Crash Bandicoot shit in there.
Well, here's the thing though. Here's the
It's
thing.
a Mario edition. And I couldn't tell if it was a sequel to Mario 3D World or Mario 3D Mario.
It's neither. It's like, here's the thing.
I don't know.
This game takes less from Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine than it does from Banjo-Kazooie.
Well, they're comparing it to that shit.
It has, well, they are. But here's the thing. This game is more of like an N64 collectathon. Like, you can kind of call Super Mario 64
Well, how do you know that
collectathon.
from trailers in 30
Because-
minutes of fucking combat?
Because we saw them run around for 30 minutes, and every world,
They're collecting
whenever you
all
go-
the coins. You're right.
you have all the coins.
It almost feels
and
like
the
Mario
coins-
64.
The coins, every time you collect coins, the yellow coins let you spend them anywhere, and the purple coins are exclusive to a world. And every time they picked up a purple coin,
Well, too, you could also
every
see the
time-
shop, so if you
every
want to get
time they
some,
picked
you
up-
gotta find all 400 coins. or whatever.
every time they picked up a purple coin, there'd be a counter above Mario's head that said, like, you have this many out of 100.
You know what I want to know?
It's like a classic collectathon.
I'm curious
but-
if it'll be like if you go back to one world, like if I played a world, got like 30 gold coins, or purple coins, I'm sorry, and then I came back to that world, do you think I'd keep those coins? Or you think it'd
That's
be-
what it is.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so
I
like,
like that concept.
buying all the purple coins thing
What do you
isn't
think
about
the gold
grinding.
I think the gold coins is probably more like mushrooms and health and shit.
I think so. I think
And
it's
the
more
purple
like an
coins
item
are
shop
like your
where the
fucking
purple coins is like
collectibles.
exclusive items for each world, like
And
exclusive
like the
shit.
costumes and shit.
Yeah, exactly. So I think
I
you know
like
that's
that
all
idea.
really solid. And then
That does make it seem like
They-
it has a lot of replay value.
Exactly.
Those purple coins
And
are
then,
probably
like,
kind of hard to get.
they showed it in the treehouse too, where they have like segments of the world that aren't just like collectathon,
Yeah.
where they got the classic Mario platforming. And I think if they get the balance right, it'll be really good. And the gimmick where you take
I don't
over
want it to feel
enemies-
like the new Lego Star Wars games. That's kind of, I kind of saw a little bit of Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, where it might get boring pretty fast because you're like running around the world looking for like fucking walking
think
through
it's-
the interactive
I still think
movie,
it's
and
more
then
like-
there's the scenes where you're supposed to collect coins and mini kits and shit.
I think it's less like that. I still think it's more like Banjo-Kazooie, where they really.
But it doesn't look that
they-
fast paced.
they-
Not even close to that.
Banjo-Kazooie is pretty slow paced.
Banjo-Kazooie
I think
is
it's-
pretty fast paced
Plus,
compared to this crap.
no.
This
Plus,
thing you're
plus,
running around and climbing up
plus-
trees and shit.
plus,
Banjo-Kazooie
the thing
just
is,
running.
I think the concept of being able to take over enemies is like, you know, there are games that have done it before,
But
like
part of me just
Kirby
wants the
Squeeze Gun.
obstacle course. Like, you know how Super Mario was
But they're
like
gonna
an
make-
obstacle course
They'll
with the
make
little plumber
another
man?
normal Mario game eventually.
When? No, they won't, because the Wii U's already proved that they don't want to make a normal Mario game anymore. They want to make Raving Rabbids.
Okay, they will come
And they
back
want
to
to make
it.
Super Mario 17.
They've made 3D World is a pretty normal Mario game. New Super Mario Bros. U. This is a
3D World's
game.
kinda normal.
This is a game that's
It's like a weird
taken.
hybrid. It's like
this
the
is
generations of Mario.
This is a game that's taken kind of a weird chance, and it has the weird gimmick where you can take over where you can take over
That
enemies.
I'm not sure about.
I like it though, because they showed it off. And
Maybe I
on
just
it,
don't
they're
get
playing.
changed.
They're playing.
Probably true.
They're playing in the early levels still, because all the footage is
Yeah,
from
obviously.
early levels. But like you see the, like what they
But,
show.
okay, maybe it was just the treehouse. I want to explain
You
something.
take over the treehouse was
Maybe
bad,
it was just the
because like-
treehouse because they were going so slow.
Well, they had
But
to explain
as a normal player,
everything.
if I was, let's say, I want to pick up the controller and I just kind of want to go through a Mario obstacle course, am I going to be required to walk around and look for all the little secrets and solve all these little puzzles?
Super Mario 64 makes you do that too.
I know, but it's not
Sunshine
nearly
makes you
as
do that
bad. This is like you're walking around a fucking open world. I feel like I'm walking through the Uncharted fucking
It does
world
not-
or some crap.
It is
I
not
mean,
that huge.
Red Dead
It's
Redemption.
small zones. They clearly have small zones.
I
But
know,
I
but
think-
I just feel like
but
the
like-
platforming aspect might be lost in the fucking find the fucking trinket.
I don't think so, because
aspect.
even when you're playing the fucking
We haven't
well, no,
seen much good
no,
platforming. We saw
Dude,
some fucking
Banjo-Kazooie
whack-ass
is one of the-
platforming.
Banjo-Kazooie is one of the greatest platformers of all
This
time.
is not like Banjo-Kazooie.
Yes, it
Stop
fucking is.
comparing
This is
it to it.
exactly like Banjo-Kazooie.
It's not even
You've
similar.
never played Banjo-Kazooie.
I've beaten like 3
'Cause
Banjo-Kazooie
Banjo-Kazooie-
games, 4 of them maybe.
Banjo-Kazooie.
I beat the
Banjo-Kazooie-
1, 3, and 4.
You-
If you count the PS2 one.
Banjo-Kazooie, you run through the hub. Banjo-Kazooie, not Crash Bandicoot. Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh my god.
a
I
collective
thought you
thought
meant. Oh my gosh.
where you go to a place.
I thought you were comparing to this. Did you say Crash Bandicoot?
I never said Crash Bandicoot.
I
said
was hearing
Banjo-Kazooie.
Crash Bandicoot.
You go to a place,
Okay, this
and
makes
you're
a lot
in an
more
open
sense.
world, and there's a bunch of stuff
This
that you
just
have to
opened my
find
eyes.
in
I
this
understand
world.
it a lot more now. I thought you had to have said.
I never said Crash Bandicoot.
Because I was picturing Crash Bandicoot the whole time. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? This isn't anything like Crash Bandicoot.
No.
I was
It
like,
is exactly like Banjo-Kazooie.
Okay,
It's a
yes,
classic
it is
collectible.
similar to Crash Bandicoot, I agree. But
It's-
I'm not sure
you-
that's the type of platformer I want to see Mario in.
Why not?
Because
Why?
I have my taste in Mario, where you run around obstacle courses.
I would like
Mario's
to see,
like the Ninja Warrior video game.
I would
That's
like-
what I like.
I would like to see Sunshine. I would like to
I
see.
like to be
I would,
doing mad jumps and shit.
I would like to see Sunshine 2 as much as the next guy.
I'd
I
like
would.
to see Super Mario 65, dude.
But as this is,
Luigi.
I think Odyssey looks good. I think Odyssey
looks alright.
honestly looks.
It'll be a good game. I'm not
very
saying it
good.
won't be a good game. I'm just saying like the difference between an 8 and 9 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? I
Other
want
things.
this to live up to 64. I
Other-
want this to live up to Sunshine,
Other-
and I don't think it will. I think it'll live more in like the 3D land
Other
category.
other things. Yoshi looks pretty decent. I think
I feel gypped.
the art style.
Yoshi looks sick, dude.
Yoshi, I think.
I think Woolly World looks better.
You know what?
Man.
Woolly World does look better, and that's what's bothering me
Cardboard
about it.
reminds
'Cause
me too much of
it's
Little
not-
Big Planet.
the
That's what's
cardboard-
getting under my nerves.
It's not the cardboard. You know
Besides
what?
Little
You know
Big
what
Planet's
really
the
bothers
jukebox.
me?
And everything
You
kind
know
of
what
like
really
moved
bothers
around.
me?
I don't know what.
It's that Yoshi is 3D and everything else is cardboard,
Yeah.
and it looks like kind of
If
jarring.
Yoshi was like a weird cardboard like Yoshi, where
Yeah,
it's just like a cardboard.
Like imagine
cutout, that'd be
Paper
weird.
Mario, but with like
Yoshi.
Yoshi has like a little
he's
pin in his
cardboard.
arm so that his arms can move. I think that would look a lot
But-
better than a 3D.
But the big problem is that would look like such a Little Big Planet rip-off, dude.
No,
At least stylistically. I'm not
Little
even
Big
saying
Planet,
gameplay
Little
wise.
Big Planet has the 3D models running around on cardboard too. This looks more like a Little Big Planet because Yoshi is a 3D model instead of like.
I suppose, and it really stylistically feels like they are not doing anything new because
Plus-
Little Big Planet happened, and the world's
Here's the
kind
other
of
thing.
slightly moving around. Like Little Big
Yoshi's Story
Planet.
already had all the
Yeah.
cardboard cutouts in it. Like Yoshi's Story had like that really
Yoshi's
weird style.
Story is
The Yoshi
the
games
most
also have
beautiful.
unique-
Yoshi's Story is probably my favorite Yoshi game ever. It has to be still.
I like
Maybe
Super
I'm
Mario
a
World 2 best,
fanboy.
but Yoshi's
Maybe I'm
Story's
a
close.
fanboy. But Yoshi's Wolf Story, I've always loved. I
Uh,
always just loved picking up Yoshi and running around and fucking shit up.
New
you know?
Kirby game looks super dank. I like.
New Kirby looks.
the
Actually,
co-op.
that looks like one of the
Also-
sickest Kirby games in years.
Yeah, I mean it's got the power fusion from Kirby 64 coming back, which has been
You know what game I
long
wanted
needed
to
and
see
looks
though?
super good. And the 4-player co-op from Return to Dreamland, super hyped for the new Kirby Nintendo. That's good shit.
You know what game I really wanted to see this year? Middle of my bingo card for Nintendo. I wanted to see an F-Zero game. We have been
Never
cucked.
happened.
We have been cucked. The Wii U promised us an F-Zero game. From the start, they're like, we are basically making an F-Zero game. Like, they beat around the bush so much that you circled the entire bush. Like, there's nowhere else you could be without just announcing the damn game. And then the Wii U ends, and it's like, where's my fucking F-Zero game? Even if you have to toss it on the 3DS. The 3DS at least got every single type of game imaginable. Like, in every series. But there's one series that's just been fucked in the ass forever, and it's F-Zero. And F-Zero is like my
They
third
finally
favorite
listened and
Nintendo
brought
game.
Metroid back, and real
Yeah,
Metroid
thank
had
you
like
for bringing
fucking
Metroid back. And you
Federation
got 2
Force.
Metroid games, so bring a fucking F-Zero game next.
But
How
anyway,
dope would be an F-Zero game on the Switch?
It'd be
With
super
just
great. I'd
super
love it.
fucking prime graphics.
I'd love it.
You feel like you're in this
Absolutely
super huge arena, you're goddamn speed racer, except you're also mixed with John Cena.
What else?
What if they
happens?
made a John Cena
Oh,
F-Zero game? F-Zero, Nintendo Cinematic Universe, F-Zero, starring John Cena. Would you watch that movie? Tell me. Why not? John Cena as F-Zero? As Captain
Anyway,
Falcon himself?
other things Nintendo announced, they showed off a little, a little more
Rocket League!
Rocket League.
Rocket
They showed off a little more Fire Emblem Heroes, and it kind of looks okay, but kind of like.
I'm like, I don't
Like,
give a fuck because I have
they're-
Dynasty Heroes already and Hyrule Warriors. Who
I'm
cares?
a little
What is
bit,
it at?
a bit of a Fire Emblem fan, and I gotta say that, Nintendo wants to forget that all the other Fire Emblem games happened, because like the only two that have ever sold ever were Awakening and Fates, because they're like dating sims instead of like actual games. So the only character that is from games earlier than those two is Marth, and it's really not only...
Where's Roy
and
Ike, bro?
It's not only really... where the fuck is Ike? Literally the best protagonist Fire Emblem has ever had here. Discluding him.
Where's Roy, man? Roy was in Smash Bros, but he was really annoying.
Well, yeah, Roy, Leaf, fucking Ike, fucking the brother and sister
I don't know anything
from
about Fire Emblem
6,
Smash Bros, because I don't give a fuck about Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem 6 protagonists, like all these. There's all these fucking people. Tiki, where the fuck is Tiki? Tiki has been in literally every single game.
Maybe she'll be in it.
The only character,
I'm sure Roy and Ike will be in it.
Roy, Ike, and Tiki will all be DLC, but the only character from before the fucking shit games is Marth. Like, come on, Nintendo. If you're gonna make a game that's basically a celebration of your franchise, don't fucking pretend that your other games don't exist.
Why is it a celebration to get the Dynasty Warriors guys to make a new skin?
Because it's a big crossover.
Fire Emblem.
Because these games all take place in different universes and different
it just
time
fucking
periods.
collides all.
And this is the only way that you can get like all these characters together
fighting together
on
this like
exactly,
Bros.
Exactly. This game.
They should.
This game is made for people
don't
who.
Kind of, most of the Dynasty Warriors kind of have like an absurd amount of heroes you can play as. And
this game,
same with the Legend of Zelda one. I'm sure
Hyrule Warriors has like.
To be fair, we've only seen trailers and shit. So
no, they already announced that. They said that most of the characters are going to come from the two newest games. They said
well, they have to have a
because
DLC pack where it's like 5 Fire Emblem characters from the Super Nintendo.
Here's the thing. Nintendo wants to alienate old Fire Emblem fans.
Like who?
Because exactly, that's the point. Fire Emblem.
But Roy and I can't see not being
Fire Emblem
Smash
fans
is so big.
They'll be DLC, but Nintendo's going out of their way to alienate Fire Emblem fans because they realized that Fire Emblem wasn't profitable until they made it into a crappy dating sim and like destroyed their core fan base.
It's a crappy dating sim.
It's a crappy dating sim. It's worse than crappy dating sim.
What happened?
Like the same.
Don't you like fuck each other and make like gay kids and shit?
It's basically. Back in the day, there was Fire Emblem 4 had the relationship mechanic before. Basically, halfway through Fire Emblem 4, your characters, there was character links, and if your characters had good relationship with each other and they were of the opposite gender, they would have a kid, and then halfway through the game, all of your characters die, and you have to only use your kids. And it's like, it's a super cool idea, and it works super well in Fire Emblem 4.
What happens? All the characters get butchered like Transformers style, where Megatron comes onto their flying spaceship and they get butchered?
Pretty much. Literally, they all just
metaphorically
out. But anyway,
that's awesome.
It jumps ahead.
So you kind of gotta like make. So you literally, in a kind of a creepy way, you have to breed the best Aryan children to Aryan fight
to take over your. Yeah,
that's exactly awesome, dude. Is that only a Japanese game? Because I play that shit.
That is Japanese exclusive.
Dude, there's probably a tranny card somewhere.
There is
a SNES tranny card.
Man,
it's got a
basically, Fire Emblem Awakening brought that back, but in like a really cringy way, where like they destroyed the gameplay in Fire Emblem Awakening. Like they just boiled it down to like its most basic elements, and then instead of that, they're like the whole game focuses on like the whole game in Fire Emblem Awakening. Like they got rid of all the like strategy and like the gameplay and like the
Americans can't do that
thinking and like the fun.
You think my McDonald's
they got rid of all that, and the entire game is just Fire Emblem Awakening and Fire Emblem Fates are literally get your characters to fuck so that they go like there's like kissing scenes where like it'll show your character like
can you kiss another man?
Making out. Yeah.
Can I make like Connor the Hedgehog and have him fucking squeeze and
yeah, but you won't get babies, so it's like worthless to do
so
that.
you can just fuck him in the ass, then it's like all your characters were murdered and you.
But then besides that,
all your
they make all the kids like super overpowered. Like the kid characters are like 4 times stronger than the normal characters,
really?
which is like
So you're basically breeding a warlord.
You're basically the only way to complete the game is to like
Breed a monster.
breathe and you have to like sit through all these.
Can I have
cringy
grandchildren
dialogue
and shit or
scenes.
no? Doesn't let you go that deep.
You can technically marry the kid characters, but you can't
With
have
another, like I could be daddy and also be grandpa.
like
What?
Fire Emblem Awakening has the Sonic Forces thing where you make an OC character and then you get to like fuck the girl of your choice, you know?
So you're
So,
like,
like,
I
you
really
can have-
ain't fucking.
You can have sex with the kids, but they didn't they didn't want to do like they didn't want to do like Fire Emblem 8 where like there was the weird incest subplot going on where like the brother and the sister get married at the end. They were like, let's not do that because this game's
So now it's
they're
like,
like,
you
this
get to breed the perfect
they're like,
lady.
this game's gonna
You
get
gotta
released to
fuck your
white
own
people.
heroes.
So like, you can't have kids with the kids because they don't want people having like incest, but you can actually marry the kids. So like, you can breed two people and then
have
marry
one be
their
like
kid.
Connor
And you can like
from Fire
boink their
Emblem,
kid,
and
you
then
know?
boink fucking the hottest bitch you ever made.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
Anyway.
creepy. I bet people jerk off to that shit when they play Fire Emblem.
There's a lot of Fire Emblem Awakening porn. There's a lot.
Where it's like my
And Fire
MC
Emblem-
character. Jake
Fire
was
Emblem
fucking
Fates just went even further with that.
That's creeping me out.
Anyway, Fire Emblem Heroes should be like a celebration of Fire Emblem, not like a creepy jerk off to your two games that you think are the good ones. Like,
I like our E3 conversation went to deep incest talk about the old Fire Emblem games.
Fire Emblem 4, 5, and 8 are literally entirely about incest.
That's crazy.
5 is literally the fucking incest.
Well, it's kind of normal. in
No, 'cause the
Japanese
thing
culture.
is,
It'd be like, our god
it's not
has fucked
incest.
his mom.
It's not incest. It's not about Japanese culture. The thing is, these
not?
games are set
That's
in
fucked. I'm so
these.
sorry.
Listen, these
That
games
was
are
racist as fuck.
these games are set in medieval times, and back in medieval
Yeah.
times, people would keep their bloodlines pure by marrying their
And the fucking
siblings.
kids showed up.
So
like fucking
this is a
retarded
medieval
people.
game, so it's like the medieval people are trying to keep their bloodlines pure by fucking
Fucking
marrying
their sister.
fucking bunking cousins, you know?
That's fucked.
And
It wasn't
so
just
they-
cousins, it was direct siblings.
But you know,
apparently,
when-
in the Fire Emblem. Wait, what? What's going on here?
I don't know. I don't have anything more to say about Nintendo's conference, honestly.
Wasn't there one more game that we're missing?